Hey y'all, it's Dan for Numerical Lion coming to you from a secret, undisclosed location to decode your reality using this ancient occult knowledge called gematria or gematria, this practice of coding numbers into words. And the other day I saw this story about Finland's new prime minister, from cashier to world's youngest PM. Finland's new cat leader breaks the mold, right? Just like Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, just like, let's put a fresh new, face on the New World Order. That's what this is all about. Look, she's young. That means she's good. She's hip. She likes Rage Against the Machine. So, anyway, I'm going to read this. When leaders from the European Council gathered for a group photo in Brussels last week, it was hard to miss the class newbie. Standing front and center among the neat rows of middle aged men was Finland's new Prime Minister, 34-year-old Sanna Marin. The young woman had a huge smile on her face, and why not, given her trailblazing new status as the world's youngest sitting Prime Minister. The former transport minister shot to worldwide fame earlier this month after the leader of her Social Democratic Party stepped down and Marin stepped up, becoming the country's youngest serving prime minister. She now heads she now heads Finland's governing coalition of 5 parties, all of which have female leaders, and almost all under the age of 35. So here you go. Right? Don't worry, we got young people here. Everything's good now. Just more propaganda, and it's so, I don't know what the word is, but there's a connotation in this culture that young is good and old is bad, and it should be the other way around. Old people are wise and know more, but here it's no. We're gonna put young people in, have a fresh face. You know. Anyway, let's get to the decode here. This is a picture of me, and so she's 34 years old and was reported on a day with 34 numerology. 12 plus 24, 22 is 34. And here's a picture of her, looking all beautiful. She assumed office on December 10th. And this news story comes 12 days later. And she's the 46th Prime Minister of Finland. I thought that was funny. Today's a day with 46 numerology. 12 plus 22 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 is 46. So she's the 46th Prime Minister of Finland. From her birthday, when she became Prime Minister, is 3 weeks and 4 days, just like she's 34 years old. And she became a Prime Minister on a day with 34 numerology, right? 12 plus 10 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 34. If you don't include the end date, it was our friend, 33, through 3 weeks and 3 days. 33, a number we see very often in this practice. And the name of the country she's now head of, put that in quotes, Finland, 33. The banks are in charge of Finland. It's not her. So anyway, look at this. Her full name, and she's the world's youngest PM, both 75. And she's a big fan of Rage Against the Machine, showing how relevant she is, right? Even though they're not really doing anything anymore, are they? Equals 379. Maybe they're making a comeback. 379, Rage Against the Machine. 379, the 75th prime, just like her full name and world's youngest PM. How appropriate. And also, we're talking about the New World Order. It's a fresh face on the New World Order, right? Can't have the same old bozos. Gotta have a new, young look. Gotta update it for 2019. So the entire headline, from cashier to world's youngest PM, equals 317. And I always wondered about starting a headline off with a preposition seemed like a bad idea. So 317 is the 66th prime number. And we were talking about Finland before, 33, 3 weeks and 3 days from her birthday. 33 and 33 is 66. Her name is Sanna. Sanna 32. And that's interesting because she was named and birthed accordingly. Born on the 320th day, or 32. November 16th is when she was born. She started politics at the age of 27, or she got her first break. Where is that? 27, where was that? Oh, so in the 2012 election, she was elected to the City Council of Tampere at the age of 27. 11 plus 16 is 27, her birthday. 27, her ritual number. So I thought that was interesting. What am I doing here? Okay. So she was born with 131 numerology. 11 plus 16 plus 19 plus 85 is 131. 131, also the 32nd prime. So her first name, she was named accordingly to her date. She says she's from a rainbow family. 67 in reduction. And appropriate that she's saying is Sanna Marin, 67. They make it look like she came from nothing to become prime minister. No, she was born and bred to be Sanna Marin, 166. And she's the youngest sitting prime minister at 166. She was born and bred to be. They all are. I mean, how else would have she been picked to be the next prime minister? Doesn't happen any other way. In fact, I believe her full name equals Sanna Marin. I think it equals 174 too. Let's look at that, which is New World Order number. So New World Order 174, Sanna Marin. Perhaps we spelled it wrong. I think we did. Let's look. I should look this up. Myrella. I knew he spelled it wrong. So New World Order, right? 174 and 75. That's what she is. She's the fresh face on the New World Order. That's what this is all about. All right, well, thanks so much. Learn this code of numbers and letters. It's very important. Makes you see through the lies. We're going to elect a woman president. We're going to elect a black president. We're going to elect a young president. Either way, it doesn't matter. Put a teenage president in there too. It's the same New World Order we're talking about. All right, got to learn the code. Thank you so much.